Hello everyone, warm welcome to your decoding of the Economic Times newspaper. I am Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth, and as usual for over 102 episodes we've been talking about how critical it is for women to manage their own finances, take charge of them, and stop believing that somebody else needs to make money for them and grow it for them. So inside of this commitment to help women make confident and independent financial decisions, we've been decoding and running various activities that we run for free and paid. Hey late, good morning, warm welcome. Let's begin. Today in the newspapers there is a whole lot that we can talk about. So my intention is to pick at least three articles that we can decode. Number one is the impact of the coronavirus crisis. Well, there is nothing in this world which is not impacted because of the virus. Whether it is women, men, young, old, everybody. Each one is impacted because of the virus. And today we're talking about how there has been the biggest fall in consumer sentiments. So as far as the consumer sentiment is concerned, there has been a biggest fall since May 2020. So May 2020 was the biggest fall as yet, but this second wave has caused a further downfall as far as consumers and their buying patterns are concerned. So let's read through and understand this. The raging second wave of COVID-19 has resulted in a 3.8% dip in the index of consumer sentiment in April, the sharpest fall since May 2020. And this is being said by the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, CIME, and they're reflecting a substantial worsening of household income. So that is what we are talking about here. I think my video is going, so I want to just check if you guys can listen to me. Okay, I think you can, right? Got it. I just got confused, I think, a little. Yes, good morning everyone. Rohini, Srija, Jyoti, Harpreet, Neelu, Tuhina. Warm welcome. Super. So let's go back. So substantial worsening of household income. This is what we are talking about, and that has impacted the customer sentiment. Week on week, the decline in the consumer sentiment index has been steeper, with the index falling by 5.4%. And this is bringing the weekly index to its lowest since November 2020. So this is the week where the index has been at its lowest and the fall has been high. The fall in consumer sentiments in April reflects a substantial worsening of the household income. As per the CMIE survey, 47% respondents said their income was worse than a year ago, compared with 45% in March, reflecting the rise in pessimism. So, well, the pessimism is quite high all around us. We can all feel it. Many people are also feeling a lot emotionally and mentally other than physically. So we got to make sure that we're taking care of each other, as well as watching where the economy is going as investors. So I get that you might be dealing with this as human beings and as consumers. At the same time, if you are up to wealth creation and you have certain financial goals at stake, because this shall too pass and there will be a world which will be normal, a new kind of normal maybe, but then financial goals are bound to persist. So inside of this, we need to make sure that we are growing financially. Hey Sonika, Prerna, Komal, Shilpi, warm welcome. So this is one news that I want to talk about today. The second one I want to talk about is the rising prices of petrol and diesel. With the consumer sentiment going down, lesser people than ever are driving, and yet for the third consecutive day, the prices of petrol and diesel have gone up. So petrol and diesel prices climbed to near record high after state oil companies raised rates for the third straight day. Prices of petrol and diesel were up by 25 paisa and 30 paisa per litre respectively on Thursday. In 3 days, the prices have increased by 59 to 60 paisa. So which means about 1 rupee rise per litre. And this is almost after offsetting almost all the reductions in the last month. And the record rates were touched on April 11th, and fuel prices are now barely a few paisa short of that. So we are going to hit an all-time high very soon if this is how we persist. And the Delhi Mumbai rates are written here per diesel for petrol, and we are saying that companies have resumed increasing prices on Tuesday after keeping it unaltered for 18 days. And this is because the international oil prices have strengthened. While people might be driving less, but the international prices are going up, and then of course our state companies are going to take the prices up if the international prices rise. So well, that's inflation for you right here. While on one hand there might be a reduction in the salaries or incomes you might be making, on the other, the inflation is going to further eat up the income that you're making. So it is critical that all of us start protecting our income by investing it well. What are you protecting your income from? Well, that is inflation, and this is inevitable. It's going to happen, not only in the corona times but in all times whatsoever. So that's the second conversation for today. And yes, we all know in the inner circle of the stock investors community, we've been talking about how foreign portfolio investors are leaving the country. They're leaving the investments. They're taking out the investments from the stock market, and that is leading to the downfall in the market. And also now foreign portfolio investors, according to this latest news, they are buying more of defensives. So while we saw that foreign portfolio investors were buying majorly into banks and financial institutions, those are the few industries from where most money has been taken out, and right now it is being put in consumer staples, software, IT companies and utilities. That is where foreign portfolio investors are putting their maximum money, and they've taken it out from banks, financial services, oil and gas and more sectors. So well, that is another thing. It is telling you about the wave in the market and where it is headed and what are the actions foreign portfolio investors are taking. So yes, we got to be able to move accordingly, and as we keep reading every day, we're going to build up the thread to the actions that we need to be taking in our work. Time for some questions, some takeaways. Please start sharing. What are you getting? Kavneet, good morning. Hira. Rohini is sharing how she is seeing that when the international prices went down, fuel prices didn't come down last year. Got that, Rohini? Yes. Prerna, for a middle class person, inflation and loss or reduction of salary, how does one survive? One survives by investing the hard-earned money well, so that the investment is not only making up for the inflation, rather it is generating a rate of return which is higher and above inflation, so that number one, you're beating inflation, number two, you're growing your money to reach your financial goals. because we all need to get that unless and until we are in the growth phase of our finances, which means we are growing our finances over and above inflation, we are not going to reach our goals. So it is absolutely critical that we learn that and we do that. Tuhina, so basically we are facing erosion of income. Yes, absolutely. It's been happening for years and it shall continue. Maybe in corona times it happens faster with velocity. So at the same time, we need to work on our finances and make sure we are putting in the everyday effort which is needed to reach our goals. If you don't build the financial system in your life, you don't build that financial discipline, then things are not going to happen. And you and I, everybody who's done the Money Gym program here knows how critical it is to build that system and learn how to practically work on our finances. So while in these decoding and other sessions on Facebook, we talk a lot about the knowledge building, the practical aspect. If you want to learn, come to the Money Gym program right away. Sonika, one has to skill up with investment because inflation will hit us hard. Absolutely, Sonika. Gitanjali, for the next 2-3 months also, there are chances that the stock market is going to fall more. Nobody knows the future, Gitanjali. Can't say. Nobody knows the future. Only when the future turns out will we know what happened. As of now, the second wave has not led to that kind of a fall that the first wave showed up. So let's see what the third wave has for us, and yeah, there is a lot of conversation on it coming in very fast. Neelu, next few months critical for the masses in India, also a time for tightening the purse and learning a few lessons in investments. Absolutely, Neelu. I think it is time that we all start looking within. We start skilling up in all the aspects we haven't. I think health and money, relationships are many critical skills that each one of us need to be upskilling in. So yes, personally, that's what even I've taken on. Instead of spending my money on products and services, I am more looking internally and seeing all the gaps that I need to fill as far as my skills are concerned. Rohini, another wave to increase inflation coming in. Yes, time to revisit the Money Gym sheets. Absolutely, Rohini. Wait and watch to act on our decisions based on our study. Jyoti, we have to be at our investment game nonetheless. The lows get us more units, so let the SIPs continue. Keep a tab on the news for academic knowledge, but don't get perturbed. Review portfolio periodically. Absolutely, Jyoti, and this is a good time to even invest in stocks. So if you have yet not learned stock investing that well, I highly recommend you do and get started. Your time and each investor's time is right now. Should we keep investing despite the prospect of fall in the market? Tuhina, first complete the Money Gym course. You need to first complete the course to begin investing. I always tell our women that you need to build your skills before you jump into investing. So complete the Money Gym program, complete your group coaching, join the community, the inner circle, and then you will begin investing. You will begin investing in group coaching, but till then, just keep waiting. Just focus on skill building. I think that is what you need to be doing. Neelu, yes, keeping cool will help us make the right investment decisions. No knee-jerk reactions. Oh, absolutely, Neelu. Thank you for sending in all that love, everyone. Jyoti, learn, study, research, apply, and repeat. Yes. Awesome. Great job, everyone. Absolute privilege contributing to you this Friday morning. Keep coming back. This weekend is a holiday. I will keep putting in videos like I always do. I trust that you've seen my video from yesterday and I created it specially for newlyweds. The header was what every newlywed needs to know about finances. If you've not seen that video, make sure you do. And if you know any newlyweds around, make sure you pass this video on. Often newlyweds will learn about household management, cooking and more. We often miss working on our financial education, which is as critical as any other skills. So this video is especially for young women getting into new relationships and bringing about new financial goals of buying their own houses, decorating their own houses, and bringing about investments. So do share this video, that video, and I will keep bringing in more for your financial education and for moving you forward. Loads of love. Take charge. Stay safe. Bye-bye.